Could this quantum computing stock emerge as the Nvidia of the 2030s? Key insights. Nvidia is adept at addressing a broad spectrum of customer needs. IonQ stands to gain significantly in the coming years. Discover 10 alternative stocks that our experts favor over IonQ. Quantum computing presents a compelling opportunity for savvy investors, especially if it fulfills its anticipated potential. While today's quantum computing companies are attracting considerable investor interest, I believe we will probably not witness widespread commercial use until around the year 2030. The 2030s may very well usher in a renaissance of quantum computing investment opportunities. Nevertheless, many investors are eager to get a foothold in this sector now, hoping to capitalize before the growth reflects in the stock prices of various competing companies. Wondering where to invest a $1,000 today? Our team of analysts has just unveiled what they believe are the 10 best stocks to consider purchasing right now. Dive deeper here. Fortunately for investors, there's a prime example of what to look for in a successful quantum computing investment. When we examine the premier computing firm of this decade, Nvidia, Nasdaq, NVDA. Identifying the next Nvidia. After thorough examination, I am convinced that I have pinpointed a company poised to become the Nvidia of the 2030s. Image source, Getty Images, link to image. Why Nvidia thrives, it's all about inclusivity. To understand Nvidia's remarkable dominance in the artificial intelligence AI sector, we first need to consider its inclusive approach to customer service. A crucial reason for Nvidia's success is its neutrality. It doesn't confine its graphics processing units, GPUs, to any single client or create specialized products just for specific partners. Instead, Nvidia focuses on delivering the best possible product that other businesses readily adopt as industry standards. If we are to identify a similar trait in a quantum computing company, this approach notably disqualifies many of the large tech firms competing in the quantum arms race. These corporations often tie their quantum services to their proprietary ecosystems, limiting access for potential clients. Which quantum computing firms follow Nvidia's blueprint? Nvidia delivers comprehensive solutions. Another significant reason for Nvidia's success lies in its holistic approach to solutions. By providing not just the hardware, but also supporting software and connectivity essentials, Nvidia creates a complete package that contributes to its market dominance. When scouting for a quantum computing company that mirrors Nvidia, it's essential to seek those with full-stack solutions. A comprehensive approach allows clients to quickly implement their quantum computing capabilities without the hassle of obtaining additional equipment or software to ensure functionality. Another hallmark of Nvidia's triumph is the scalable nature of its products. The GPUs can be linked together to create virtually limitless computing power, setting a high standard for scalability within the industry. Having considered these factors, I believe that IonQ, NYSE, IonQ, is positioning itself to potentially become the Nvidia of the upcoming decade. What sets IonQ apart? IonQ provides complete solutions, equipping clients with both the hardware and software needed to effectively utilize its offerings. Furthermore, it goes the extra mile by offering consulting and training services, making it a one-stop shop for businesses aiming to harness quantum computing power. Importantly, IonQ's scalability is remarkable. One of the defining features of IonQ's trapped ion methodology, as opposed to the widely used superconducting technique, is that its quantum particles can function at room temperature rather than requiring extreme cooling conditions. Cooling technology is not only expensive but also poses significant challenges to large-scale quantum computing operations. In conclusion, IonQ's architecture is crafted for scalability. The company envisions potentially releasing a device with 1 million qubits in the future simply by adding extra computing modules, a bold yet exciting projection. This positions IonQ as a front-runner to emulate Nvidia's growth trajectory in the 2030s, although it's essential to note that predicting the market's direction this far in advance is inherently uncertain. There is a chance that IonQ's trapped ion strategy could run into unforeseen hurdles. However, If this approach proves effective, it has the potential to surpass currently favored superconducting technologies, potentially establishing itself as the dominant quantum computing method of the next decade. Should you consider investing $1,000 in IonQ now? Prior to investing in IonQ, it's prudent to weigh your options carefully. The Motley Fool's stock advisor team has recently highlighted what they consider to be the 10 best stocks available for investment today. And surprisingly, IonQ did not make the cut. These selected stocks are poised for significant growth in the near future and could potentially yield remarkable returns. Reflecting on past recommendations, consider that when Netflix was included in the list on December 17, 2004, a $1,000 investment at that time would have ballooned to an astonishing $635,544. Likewise, Nvidia stock, which made the list on April 15, 2005, would have turned a $1,000 investment into a staggering $1,099,758. It's also noteworthy that Stock Advisor boasts an impressive average return of 1,046%, significantly outperforming the S&P 500's 181% return. Make sure you don't miss out on the latest top 10 stocks, available exclusively when you become a Stock Advisor member. Explore the top 10 stocks now. Stock Advisor returns are as of August 4, 2025. Final thoughts. Keith and Drury has vested interests in Nvidia, and the Motley Fool has interests in and advocates for Nvidia. For additional details, refer to our disclosure policy.